Assalamu alaikum students, hope you are doing great. Okay, we have done 5 questions of exercise 2A. And in this video, we are going to do question number 6. This is the most easy question of this exercise. Okay, let's start with part A. Question 6 has basically two parts, A and B. So let me start with part A first. Okay, in this part, it is given that absolute zero, defined as 0 Kelvin, is the theoretical lowest possible temperature. This corresponds to a temperature of 273.15 degrees centigrade below zero. Represent this temperature using a negative number. Okay, basically, in this question, I have given a temperature that is 0 Kelvin. This temperature is called absolute zero, right? And if I talk about its value in degree centigrade, these are the two units of temperature, two different units. Kelvin is one unit of temperature and degree centigrade is another unit for temperature. And if I convert this value 0 Kelvin into degree centigrade or degree Celsius, it will be 273.15, right? It is basically the units that are being interconverted, right? I have a value 0 Kelvin. This was 0 in the unit Kelvin. And if I convert the same value and I want to see that what would be the value of Kelvin of the 0 Kelvin when it will be converted into degree centigrade, then it is equals to 273.15. This is equal. Both the values are equal, the units are different, right? So, okay. One more thing is that this value is basically below 0. Below 0 means it is going to be a negative value. The values that are below 0 are negative, right? So it's a negative value. So the question says that represent this temperature using a negative number. So this is very, very easy. We know the magnitude of the number. The value, the number itself is 273.15, right? And if we want to represent it as a negative number, so we know that whenever we want to represent something in negative, we just need to add a negative sign to it. That's all. There is nothing more to do with the number. You have the number, you have the magnitude itself. What you need to do, just add a negative sign to it, right? So the answer would be minus 27 273.15 degree centigrade. This is your answer. Let's write it clearly over here. The answer is minus 273.15 degree centigrade, right? You have to write the same number in a negative way. You have to represent it as a negative number. So what you have done, just write down a negative sign. That's all. This is part B. Okay, part B says that the lowest point in North America is the Badwater Basin, which is 86 meters below sea level. Okay, represent this altitude using a negative number. Again, what you have to do, the sea level, let's suppose this is your sea level, and Badwater Basin is something, it's the lowest point in America, and this point is somewhere below sea level, that is 86 meters below, right? And you have to represent this altitude or this distance, this height, in negative number. Negative numbers means you have the magnitude, you have the value of the number. You just need to represent it in negative, right? So there is nothing to do with, you just have to add a minus sign to this number. Why? Because negative means that there must be a minus sign with the number. That's all. So the answer would be minus 86 meters, right? So this is the only thing that you have to do in these two questions. The answer is minus 86 meters. That's all, right? So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this question is clear to you, and see the next video in which I'm going to start question number 7. Take care. Allah Hafiz.